Hey everybody, Tom at Rip Kings Heritage 2017 Heritage break number 2. We're going to get into a random team. Our random for the unsold teams. There's our dice roll. It is 8. We had 12 teams in the randomizer. Here we go. Our dice roll is 8. Mariners on top after 6. Indians after 7. And 8th click. Marlins on top. Brewers are on the bottom. In the random, I have Jason, John F. with 2, Eric, Shani, Tim, Yuval with 2, and Ricardo with the last 4. Put you guys in that randomizer and get moving on it. All right, here we roll. Dice roll was 8, 12 names. Good match. John after 6. Shani after 7, 8th and final click. Yuval on top, Ricardo on the bottom. Show everybody who you got from that random. Oh, I don't know why that's not working all of a sudden. All right, here are your results. Yuval with the Marlins, Shani with the Padres, Yuval with the Royals, Eric with the Diamondbacks, Ricardo with the Giants and Rays, Tim with the Phillies, John with the Indians and the A's, Ricardo with the Mariners, Jason with the Blue Jays, and Ricardo with the Brewers. You guys can discuss trading if you're here. Teams that were sold outright are Calvin with the Red Sox and Cardinals, Daichi with the Astros, Eric with the Orioles and the Nationals, Ian with the Mets, Jason with the Twins, Lauren with the Rangers. Masada with the Yankees, Michael with the Tigers, Panda with the Rockies, Philip with the Reds, Robert with the Dodgers, Shani with the Pirates, Stacy with the Braves, Steven with the Cubs, Steven, the other Steven with the Angels, Zach with the White Sox, and then everybody else came out of the random. If anybody has any questions, now would be the most opportune time to ask as we get ready to roll. I'm here to do my best, sir. Last case had a lot for a lot of spread out the hits. That was a pretty good case. The last one we just opened. Let's hope number 2 stays that way. You're just getting here. This is Heritage break number 2. Box number 1 now commencing. All right, good luck, everybody. Trey Turner triple. There's a nice one. Way to start things off. First auto for the Red Sox, Andrew Benintendi. Andrew Benintendi. Auto for the Red Sox. He barely fitted on the card. Looks like he about ran out of room. Brooks Robinson. Harold Reynolds. Addison Russell. I'm not even sure we hit an Addison Russell in the first case. Calvin Leave. What, the first case? Did you see the first case? The first case was awesome. Now we're going to have stuff that's upside down in here. Great. Christian Yelich, New Age Performers. Rod Scurry for the Pirates. Were you a big Rod Scurry fan, Shani, as a youth in the suburbs of Pittsburgh? Mark Trumbo, that blue bordered. Alcides Escobar. Ooh, that's a nice one. Barry Bonds for the Pirates. Look at how skinny he used to be. Last stack out of box number 1. Whoops. Willie Stargell. Dave Martinez for the Cubs. Double for Robbie Cano. Masahiro Tanaka, chrome out of 9.99 for the Yankees. New Age Manny Machado. As we bring box number 1 to a close, Manny Machado action variation. You know, I forgot to open that. I'm going to just open all of these at the end of the break, the non-50th anniversary ones. We'll just crank through those all at the end. Box number 2 of 17 Heritage break number 2. Already started things off with a nice hit. Andrew Benintendi auto for the Red Sox. Al Leiter for the Yankees. Escobar. Eric Hosmer pop out. Corey Seager chrome for the Dodgers. That's out of $9.99. Billy Williams for the Cubs. Performers, New Age Performers, Noah Syndergaard. Carlos Correa for the Astros. Corey Seager, New Age Performers for the Dodgers. Bob Melvin for the Giants. Big Poppy. You received... what happened to my sheet? You got the Padres in the random. Color swap Max Scherzer for the Nationals. Cliff Johnson. Home run, Josh Donaldson. Clubhouse Collection Relic, Felix Hernandez for the Mariners. Pardon me. John Cangelosi. Box number 1 was exciting. Andrew Benintendi auto to start things off. Single Addison Russell. Box 2 is done. We are into box number 3. A nice Topps rediscovered was it Barry Bonds from like 89 Topps maybe, Shani. 3rd year card, so like 80, I think that was 89 Topps when he was like super skinny. Looked like he probably weighed about 185 pounds. Maybe. All right, box 3 is ready to go. Josh Phegley. Will Myers, New Age Performers. For Shani's Padres. Gary Carter. Jim Willoughby for the Red Sox. Mel Hall. Indians. Double play, Gary Sanchez. Mark Trumbo, Chrome out of $9.99 for the Orioles. Harmon Killebrew. Gene Segura at New Age Performers. Noah Syndergaard Action Variation, Action Photo, Photog for the Mets. Rick Porcello Clubhouse Collection for the Red Sox. Jonas Cespedes single. Last stack out of box number 3. Jack Clark. Come on, give me one of those throwback jerseys. Max Scherzer. Box 3 done. There's a 50th anniversary. Finally. Oh, are you kidding me? The Sportbooks card, it's the Madison Bumgarner. Is that the same card from the first case, or is it a Madison Bumgarner insert set? All right, we are getting into box number 4 of break number 2. Advertisement for Bunt and other various apps. Rookie stars for the Yankees, Tyler Austin and Aaron Judge. That is numbered to $9.99. Wayne Granger for the Yankees. New Age Performers Chris Bryant. Joel Skinner for the Yankees. That was our first box, too, of break number 2. We had a Benintendi as well. Nolan Ryan. Steve Lyons. Brian Dozier, double. Shiny Chrome. Gary Sanchez for the Yankees out of 568. Trout. Blake Snell. Clayton Kershaw, action. Still looking for a hit, I believe. I will love another auto. Manny Machado. Mike Trout triple. Fernando Valenzuela. Nelson Cruz, Clubhouse Collection Relic for the Mariners. Wilson Contreras. Yeah, our first case had technically 5 autos, but one was a dual. So we had a dual auto and then 3 additional autos, with the big boy being a Chris Bryant poster, numbered 5 out of 5. That was pretty sweet. And as you're commenting, you've already seen it. If it were mine, I would too. I'd probably try and flatten it the best I could. I wish they would have made it a redemption. Although something about it being in a box is actually pretty cool, but it's obviously folded probably a good 4 folds in it. box number 5. Coming up at 8 o'clock. We are into football. Serial number break coming up at 8 o'clock. Well, there you go. If that's the authenticity of it, then, and they had big posters, and that's just a smidge before my collecting times. Kenta Maeda, New Age Performers. Cecil Espy. Larry Boa. Up. Color swap number 2 of this case. Josh Donaldson for the Blue Jays. William McCovey. John Butcher for the Twins. Bryce Harper double. Lucas Giolito out of 568 for the White Sox. Kyle Hendricks. Nice Dansby for the Braves. Evan Longoria for the Rays is our relic in box number 5. Jeff Reardon. Giancarlo Stanton, home run. Box 5 is done. Good thing my blade didn't accidentally slip through that box. Oof, that would have been 50th anniversary card. Don't forget that Bryant was just laying right on top there. Horace Clarke for the Yankees on our 50th anniversary. All right, 2017 Heritage Baseball. This is break number 2. If you've recently joined us, didn't feel like asking that question, we are into box number 6. Don Hood for the Indians. Ji-Man Choi for the Angels. Jose Abreu. Well, wouldn't that be something if this was out of 5 again? Out of 568. Ron Oyster for the Reds. Feeling an action photo coming up. Jose Altuve. Gene Walter for the Padres. Andrew McCutchen double. Anthony Rizzo, chrome to 999 for the Cubs. Frank Robinson. Chris Davis, New Age Performers. Josh Donaldson, Action Variation. Corey Seager, Flyout. Steve Rosenberg for the White Sox. Last stack from box number 6. Looking for an auto here. Johnny Bench. There it is. Aaron, did you say you had this exact same box, man? Benintendi, Swanson, and Judge. Aaron Judge auto for the Yankees. That was the halfway point, box number 7. Like I said, we did get 4 in our first case. 1968 rookie stars for the White Sox, Mickey Barbanel and Cisco Carlos. All right, box number 7. What will box number 7 hold for us? Let's take a peek. George Springer. Have not yet hit a Trout variation. Dustin Pedroia. 5 out of 5. The Red Sox are killing it. Dustin Pedroia, 5 out of 5. I can't say out of all the Heritage I opened last year, I don't think I hit anything to 5. Jesus Feliciano for the Mets. Kevin Appier for the Royals. Chris Bryant home run. Chrome John Lester out of 999 for the Cubs. Box number 1. And we just hit this one a second ago. So the Red Sox are killing it. Nolan Arenado, action variation. I know, that's why I'm showing you. Those are the two bigger, truthfully, those are probably the two bigger hits. The other auto was an Aaron Judge. Wayne Gross. The other auto was an Aaron Judge. So those two that you just saw were probably the bigger hits in this case. The Benintendi for sure. Jake Arrieta flyout. Wrapping up box number 7 here with this last stack. Mookie Wilson. Yoenis Cespedes. That is our first numbered clubhouse collection for the Mets out of 99. Wow, a double. Horace Clarke. Did I hit him in the first? No, this case. 2 Horace Clarks in this case. All right, we are into box number 8. If I had to project, I would say football is going to start maybe about 10 minutes late as we approach 8 o'clock on the back half of Heritage break number 2. All right, starting it off. Here we go. Give me one throwback jersey. Come on. Dellin Betances, New Age Performers. Greg Harris. Seems like a lot of those rediscovered tops are the same 4 teams. Addison Russell out of $9.99 for the. Hit a lot of Cubs chrome in this case. Eddie Murray rediscovered. Jameson Taillon. Tito Landrum. Strikeouts, Felix Hernandez. See a chrome coming up. Gene Segura for the Mariners. $9.99. Hank Aaron. New Age Performers, Michael Fulmer. Aaron Judge in there. Wow, look at that. Look at that card. Super thick. Let's hope it's got some nasty patch in there. Let's save that for last. Bob Nipper for the Astros. Altuve. Ground out for Edmus Diaz and the Cardinals. All right, let's see what that is. I felt something move. It's a coin card. It is a nickel. Nolan Arenado for the Rockies. Let's see if Topps did this right. Is that a 1968 nickel? And it appears as if it is. So that's pretty cool. Nolan Arenado nickel for the Rockies. Oh. 50th anniversary card just jumped out at us. Let's see what that is. Tommy Davis for the White Sox. Machado again. All right, box number 9. Come on, let's pull out another auto. Mookie Betts, New Age Performers. Jameson Taillon out of $9.99 for the Pirates. Roy Smalley for the Twins. Sandy Alomar for the Indians. Ooh, let's pull a redemption. Hey-o. Bill Wilkinson for the Mariners. Shiny Chrome coming up. I could see it in my peripheral. Mookie Betts. I don't feel like I said his name all that much tonight. Double play Buster Posey. Albert Almora out of 568 as the Cubs Chromes keep racking up. Catfish Hunter. Carlos Correa. We got one stack to go here in box number 9. Gary Sanchez. Let's see. It might be that's an action image, I think. Gary Sanchez for the Yankees. Who's that guy? Noah Syndergaard for the Mets. Kevin Gausman. That's the first time I'm seeing him this evening. Elliot Maddox. I don't think he's related to Greg. Where's our Brandon Phillips clubhouse collection for the Reds? I see a hint of a black pinstripe in there. Good. Getting into box number 10.
Ooh. Oh, Benintendi. And Judge. Those are two nice autos.
Yep. Pedroia to 5. 50th anniversary. Paul Popovich for the Dodgers. We are entering into box number 10, Heritage Team Break number 2. Thank you, everybody that is in this break. I know a lot of you people were in, a lot of you guys were in the first and the second break. So once again, we just wanted to say thank you guys very much. We got a football break scheduled for 15 minutes. We're going to be cutting that close. I'm probably looking at an 8:10 start. It is a serial number break, as every card in the product is serial numbered to 99 or less. A couple of cards shot off to the side on me there. So if you guys haven't been part of a serial number break and want to check it out, stay tuned after. Marcell Ozuna, this is our hot box. Gregory Polanco, our refractor hot box. Aaron Sanchez. John Lester. Robinson Cano double. Mookie Betts. Masahiro Tanaka. Matt Kemp. Jimmy Williams. Never trust a Jimmy with only one M. Nolan Arenado. Michael Fulmer. Cole Hamels, Trey Turner triple. Gesellman and Cecchini, rookie stars for the Mets. Tim Tuffle. Xander Bogaerts. AJ Reed, Frank Pastore for the Reds. Daniel Murphy. Remember, all these are not numbered. Jackie Bradley Jr. Danny Salazar and a David Ortiz. Clubhouse collection of 99 for the Red Hot Red Sox. Gene Segura, Wes Gardner, Hunter Pence, Miguel Sano, Buster Posey double play ball, Jose Abreu, Aroldis Chapman to 568, just another Cubs chrome. Felix Hernandez. Andrew McCutchen. Anthony Rizzo. That's a nice one. Kyle Schwarber. Box number 11. All right, box number 11 as we start to wind down here on our Heritage breaks. All right, let's dig out one more auto in our last 2 boxes. Why don't we? I wouldn't even be upset if we went 2 autos in a row. What's up, Popeye? Yeah, that poster was nice. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous. Got to ship that one out of the house. Greg Pryor. What do we got there? Nolan Arenado flyout. George Springer out of 9.99 for the Astros. DJ LeMay here. Mookie Betts, rookie. No, not a rookie. Mookie Betts, that's an action variation. Red Sox are rolling this case. Not after we hit this next big auto, though, coming up. '71 rookie stars from the American League. Bobby Brooks, Pete Kogel, and Scott Northey. I see some people that are probably starting to load in for the football break. I'm telling you, that's not a real picture. Jason Kipnis. Football is going to get rolling probably at about 8:10-ish. Evan Longoria mini to 100 for the Rays. Wally Whitehurst. Chris Bryant. I don't know if that's a... I don't think that's a variation, but I will check. Definitely does not look like it's action. No, that's just a normal Bryant. The action Bryant is the winning throw from the World Series. Which would be cool to see. Ryan Braun relic for the Brewers. Our last stack from box number 11. Did they do away with the color backs? I haven't seen one yet, but they were extremely, Miguel Cabrera double. They were extremely hard to hit last year too, so. Juan Augusto for the White Sox. And a Mookie Betts triple. All right, last box. Let's do it. Great. I wish they made them a little bit easier to tell. I mean, I know you want to kind of stay authentic, but I mean, nothing noticeable has been sticking out to me, though, so. All right, last box. Good luck, everybody. Jeff Robinson. Ground out, Madison Bumgarner. Dustin Pedroia. That one's out of 568. Mike Trout, New Age Performers. Benintendi. Let's get to some of the advertising panels. Nothing's ever been like amazing about these.
Any decent Trout or anything?
What?
Any Trout anything?
Not much.
No posters?
No posters in this one. I suspect those are going to be very tough to pull.
Maybe it's variation.
Yeah.
Wow, the ice guys are just killing it, huh?
One of these times, just want autos on these things, but I don't think they ever do it that way. Nothing exciting on those. 2 stacks left. Let's round them out. Big Papi, David Ortiz home run. Clayton Kershaw relic for the Dodgers. Probably the last hit unless we double up, which is not usually the case in Heritage. Dick Williams, manager of the Mariners. All right, last stack. Good luck, everybody. And then we'll do a quick recap of some of the hits. Gary Sanchez, New Age Performers. Charlie Huff for the White Sox. Gregory Polanco. Future Stars, Yankees Future Stars, Bobby Brown, Brad Gilden, Darryl Jones. And that will do it. Ending on a Shawaba. All right. Let's see what we got for you guys. We'll do our relics. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. Ryan Braun for the Brewers. David Ortiz out of 99 for the Red Sox. Brandon Phillips for the Reds. Nolan Arenado nickel for the Rockies. Not numbered. Jonas Cespedes out of 99 for the Mets. Evan Longoria for the Rays. Nelson Cruz for the Mariners. Rick Porcello for the Red Sox. And Felix Hernandez for the Mariners. We got a Dustin Pedroia, 5 out of 5 for the Red Sox. Let's not forget about our Madison Bumgarner box loader. 2 autos, in this case, Aaron Judge and Andrew Benintendi. Yankees and Red Sox. Some action stuff here coming out. Nolan Arenado for the Rockies. Josh Donaldson for the Blue Jays. Color swap Josh Donaldson for the Blue Jays. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. Noah Syndergaard for the Mets. Max Scherzer color swap for the Nationals. Manny Machado for the Orioles. Along with a Mookie Betts for the Red Sox and a Gary Sanchez for the Yankees. That'll do it for us here for this break of Heritage. Thanks everybody for watching. We're going to be coming up with our serial number football break next. Hang tight. I will be right back. Thanks, everybody.